Chris Thomas here with inCity magazine, and I've been looking forward to our next guest, singer, actor, businesswoman, and I just found out jewelry maker with her own brand as well. Destiny,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm even better now to see you. And you know, I've been following Destiny, you know, for a while, and I was teasing her earlier about her mom. Her mom is a wonderful business, and I didn't know that she also sings or sung.
Mm-hmm. Sings.
She sings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is that where you get your talent from?
Most definitely.
Okay.
And she won't tell you that, but that's most definitely where I get it from.
Okay. Okay. So Destiny, share with our audience, the world, a little bit about Destiny, where you're from, you know, just a little bit of things, and then we'll go into asking some other questions.
Sure. My name is Destiny Lanice Turner. I am 23 years old from Montgomery, Alabama. I went to Troy University and I transferred to AUM, finished in 2017 with a business degree. I've been singing for as long as I can remember, and professionally singing since August of 2018.
Wow. And so how was, now we were speaking earlier about, you know, your biggest fan, and I know you'll give her a shout out a little bit later. So how was it when you went to your mom and shared with her that you wanted to pursue your career as far as being a vocalist? How did that conversation go as far as from a career standpoint?
Very supportive of it. I think the timing of it was the thing, because I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to go straight from high school to Los Angeles, and she begged me and begged me and begged me. I was like, please, just, I need you to go to school. You don't have any kids, just go do that. So I was very unhappy, but I did it, and once I completed it, I completely understood why she wanted me to do it in that order. But as far as, hey mom, I want to be a singer, she's like, you have what it takes. Ever since I was a little girl, because I've known since I was probably 3 that this is what I want to do.
Wow, I was going to ask you about
that.
Right. So I mean, I can remember growing up and at my grandmother's house, and my dad used to always like to, you know, we were just, you know, singing the Michael Jacksons, you know, had the little stick, whatever he had in the hand. So, you know, they would always put the little kid up front during the holidays time or around the time when lots of family are getting together. Were you set up many times like, Destiny, get out there and sing, Destiny?
Not really.
Really?
No. I feel like my childhood was different.
Okay.
My parents split when I was young, and so a lot of our time was spent moving around and stuff like that. So it wasn't the typical, I did come up in church.
Okay.
She's a musician at church, so I did do a lot of singing with her, but as far as like my family being all involved and stuff.
Thank you for sharing with me. So it sounds like that the support group that you have, as far as, you know, mainly your mom, and she's been very supportive, you know, of you. That's wonderful, because, you know, many times, you know, growing up, we don't necessarily see the things how our parents see things.
Exactly.
And so, you know, it's great, and it says a lot about you, you know, and you as an individual, your character, where your mind is, and you know what, let me go ahead and do this anyway.
Right,
you
right.
know? So now you have an amazing project out right now. It's entitled ER.
Yes.
And what inspired that project?
ER was honestly, I feel like everything I was holding in the last year and a half. This is my first project. This is my first time making original music. I started this year. So it literally was just all of the, I feel like the disappointments and the heartbreaks and just things I needed to let go of. And that's really what inspired it.
How far back did you start writing the content? Did you say, okay, you know, a couple years ago, okay, I'm gonna start on my project?
February
of this year. Okay. And inspired from the heartbreaks, disappointments, and So from years back, or just from a short time period of experiencing things, you know, I have to just put this out?
Yeah, probably just like middle of 2018.
Okay.
Because the way I started being a professional singer is that I lost my job working for the bank. So that was what kickstarted me into that. And so from that point on, went through some things the end of 2018 and beginning of this year. I got invited to 105.7 by DJ Frosty, and that's what kick-started me. He was like, you need to have some original music. So I said, okay.
That's great. Shout out to DJ Frosty.
Right.
Yeah, that's the man. So, and what's the name of I know it's ER, but it's
Emotion Release.
Emotional Release. Emotion Release?
Emotion.
Emotion.
Yeah, release, yeah.
Okay. And how did you fine tune as far as that's the name, you know, for that? Was there a wordplay or?
Yeah, I'm really big on wordplay. So, but it was an emotion release, but it was almost like I'm doing this to try to save myself. Hence the ER theme, the hospital theme. That's where that came from. Was I felt like end of last year I've lost my job and I'm going through these situationships, and it just was like I got to do something to get these feelings out before I just explode.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing that with us. And you shared with me the other day about the appearances that you're making, especially right about this time. Is every other day. It seems like you're somewhere. So tell me about, you know, hitting the road. You know, how is that experience, you know, for you, and what have you done to, you know, prepare yourself for it?
It's been a lot because at this time it's still growing. So I don't have a driver. I don't have a makeup artist. I don't have anybody to do hair. So it's literally about
Hint.
Right. So it's been about time management and really just a lot of prayer, because sometimes you're doing 2 or 3 events in a day, and that's exhausting. And then having to drive yourself, you know, here to Atlanta or to Tennessee or wherever you're going, it gets exhausting.
So you're in it. How did you plan for it? You know, as well, because there are some other inspiring 10, 11, 12-year-olds who are looking at you, will be looking at this and like, okay, getting some ideas. What prepared you for it, or thinking back, what could you have done to prepare more?
I would say number one, looking up to people that you admire. I have never met my favorite artists. I plan to. But I watch Beyonce a lot because she has a lot of work ethic, and I studied the things that she did from when she was my age to where she is now. So looking up to the people that you admire or that you see what you would like to become. I watch those people. Lots of research. Again, lots of prayer. I don't know if I said that, but lots of prayer. And then reaching out to people who are in the industry, such as yourself, asking what can I do better? What can I do to increase what I'm doing now? So
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's great information, Destiny. And how can your fans or viewers contact you, keep up with you as far as what you have going, tour dates, and et cetera?
Sure. My Facebook page, where all my fans can follow, which is Unofficial Destiny, unofficial:_ Destiny, and Destiny's with a Y, so DESTINY. On there you can follow different performances, keep up with upcoming events. There's videos. You can contact me, email, call, however you need to get in touch with me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. And one other quick question. You spoke about Beyonce earlier. I think Beyonce is probably many people's top 5, you know, as far as artists, as far as they recognize, admire, or look forward to some type of inspiration or from a work ethics, a positive work ethic standpoint. So we're not going to count her in this, but a collaboration. Who do you see yourself doing a collaboration with?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Number one. That's my absolute favorite, yeah.
And what is it about Chris Brown?
His music is so full. I've never heard a song and said, I feel like he could have done something different. He's got music for every mood that you could possibly be in. He's been through a lot, and I feel like watching him has been very inspiring, because I feel like if he can get through what he got through, I can get through anything.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for sharing that with us again. Thank you for tuning in, and wonderful Destiny, thank you so much for joining us, joining me. And you know, this is one of many wonderful interviews. You're going to see much more of Destiny Turner, you know, in many of the years to come. We're going to go ahead and stamp that, you know, right now. So thank you for tuning in to inCity Magazine. Until next time, have a fantastic day.